Pause the video now, have a go at the question, and press play when you're ready for the solution. So in this question, we're asked to find the significant points of this quadratic. So to begin with, we're going to find the y-intercept and the roots of the equation. So for the y-intercept, we know that when the graph crosses the y-axis, the x-coordinate must always be equal to 0. So if we plug x equals 0 into this equation, we're going to get 0 squared, which is 0, 12 times 0, which is 0. So we're just going to be left with y equals 16. So a coordinate of 0, 16. Now, if we find the roots of the equation, we know this is where it crosses the x-axis. So on the x-axis, y is always equal to 0. So we set our equation equal to 0. So we've got 2x squared minus 12x plus 16 equals 0. And now we're going to factorise. But before that, we can notice that each of our terms has a common factor of 2. So we divide the whole thing through by 2. We've got x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals 0. You can't always do this, but if you notice it, it's a handy little trick. So now we'll put our double brackets. We know x has got to go here. And now we need two numbers which multiply to make positive 8 and sum to make minus 6. So that's got to be negative 4 times negative 2. So that'll give us solutions of x equals 4 and x equals 2. And if you want to write those as coordinates, 4, 0 and 2, 0. So now we want to find the turning point of this quadratic. So what we're going to need to do is complete the square. Now this is a little bit more tricky because the coefficient in front of the x squared is greater than 1. So first things first, we're going to take out a common factor. Now we can see that 2 goes into each of these terms. So I'm going to take 2 out at the front and then factorise. So what do we times by 2 to get 2x squared? X squared. Then we times minus 6x by 2 to get minus 12x, and then we times positive 8 by 2 to get positive 16. And I've got to park this 2 here and then worry about it at the end. So now I'm going to complete the square inside these square brackets. So I'm going to get x minus 3 all squared. This minus 3 comes from the fact that we half whatever this number is here. I'm then going to do minus 3 squared, which is 9. Take away that term, then plus 8. So now I want to do the minus 9 plus 8, which is minus 1. And now at this point I'm going to multiply everything through by 2. So I'm going to get 2 lots of x minus 3 all squared minus 2. Okay, and now we have to read the turning points from here. So the turning points, we're going to have our x coordinate, our y coordinate. So our x coordinate is going to be 3 and our y coordinate is going to be minus 2.